Yeah. Uh, Today we'll be speaking about visualizing data, and data visualization is a topic which relates with data science students or students who are having data science as a subject. Okay. So the moment we say visualization, so we are speaking about some pictorial representation, some graphs, some tables like that. So they say na graphics or a picture speaks more than numbers or text, something like that. So that's what is the significance of visualization. So let us try to understand the importance of visualization in data science domain. Okay. How we are starting here is why data visualization is important. Why data visualization is important. So the first reason is we want to perform exploratory data analysis, right? The moment we say exploratory data analysis, we should remember what is there in exploratory data analysis and when it starts, right? And for any project, whether it's a machine learning project or a data science project or an AI project, we know that everything starts with a data set. Say, for example, I have a data set here from StarCrunch. So what we are looking at this data set, I can see that this data set has some columns like gender, age, weight, height, leg length, arm length, something like that. So this data set has records also. So this is a data set. So for any ML project or a data science project, it begins with getting the data set and then uh, pre-processing the data set, cleaning the data set, and in together, in totality, the entire scenario of pre-processing, cleaning, understanding the data, summarizing the data, data statistics, lot of plots, lot of graphs, finding the minimum value, finding the maximum value, quartiles, first quartiles, third quartile, all of that comes under what? All of that comes under exploratory data analysis. What we are trying to understand here, the importance of data visualization. What is the meaning of visualization? The moment we say visualization, we should say that it should be like these kind of tables, or it should be like these kind of charts or graphs, different types of charts and graphs, right? So that's what is visualization. But why data visualization is important, where it can be used, when it can be used means the reasons are mentioned here. The first reason of usage of data visualization is exploratory data analysis, right? And what is the meaning of exploratory data analysis? I need to understand my data with the help of lot of graphs, plots, and summaries. The second reason of data visualization is I need to understand errors. I need to detect the errors, right? Suppose I have not visualized my data. It means I have not come across any outliers. I have not done my cleaning. I have not identified various erroneous assumptions. Uh, so the error will be captured by the system. Captured by the system means it will be taken as if it's the noise and the natural data. The noise and the actual data will be taken as is. That will be a problem. That will be a problem. So for error detection, what is the meaning of error detection? If there are any outliers, if there is some cleaning yet to be done, if there are assumptions which are wrong, all that can be captured with the help of visualized data, with the help of visualized data, with the help of summary statistics, summary statistics. Okay. Now, the third reason mentioned in this book is the reason for data visualization, communication. So they say na, a picture is worth 1,000 words, especially when you are giving a presentation to a skeptical audience, right? So even when you prepare your PPT, what we tell you? So in your PPT slide, more tables, more pictures should be there and less sentences. Suppose in the entire PPT you write a paragraph, that is not a suggestible thing. That is not a suggestible thing. Okay. Now, I know exploratory data analysis as a data science student because I have done that and I know the meaning of that. What is the meaning of exploratory data analysis? Understanding my data set, trying to find the patterns, trying to find the trends in the data, And there for exploratory data analysis, I'll be using visualization techniques. I'll be using visualization techniques. What I'll be using lot of plots and graphs, and I'll be using summary statistics. Okay. So whenever I come across a new data set, let's say for example, this is my new data set. What I'm finding here, this data set is from StarCrunch, okay, enhanced data set, and it has gender, age, weight, height, leg length, arm length, all these kinds of informations are there in this data set. Okay. So whenever I find a new data set, how do I start? How do I go step by step? So first is you need to understand the following questions related to a new data set. Who constructed this data set, when and why? For example, this is your data set. The first question which should come to your mind is, who prepared this data set? When he prepared this data set? Why he prepared this data set? So you should get the answers maybe by Googling, maybe by referring someone, and try to get the answer for this. What are the questions? The question is, this is my data set, and for this, what is my question? Who constructed this data set, when he constructed this data set, and why he constructed this data set. So as far as this data set is concerned, which you are seeing on the screen, this data set is created by National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey 2009-2010. Okay. So if you look at the short form of this National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, that becomes NHANES. Okay, this is the short form for that. So the first question, whenever a new data set comes, is you should answer is, who prepared this, when he prepared, why he prepared this. Second question you should try to answer is, how big is this data set? How big is this data set? Let us look at this data sets. How many records are there here? I'm seeing record number 4500, like that. So I'll go directly to the last record. And I can see here that my last record is 4979 or 4978. So total 4979 records are there, or here in the book it is being mentioned as 4978, and the number of men are 2452, the number of women are 2526. So where is men and women? I know here, right? Gender. So gender is 0 or 1, men or women, men or woman, men or woman, like that. Now, the third question is, what do this field means? For example, whether they are numerical, whether they are categorical, whether they are in centimeters, whether they are kilograms, all that you need to understand. Say for example, if I look at the height, I know that this height is in centimeters. I know, and if I look at the weight, I know that this weight is in kilograms. Okay. If I look at this age, I know that this age is in the number of months, like that. Okay. So if I look at gender, I know that there are only two values, 0 or 1, indicating man or woman. Okay. So that's how I need to understand the fields also. Also try to look for some familiar or interpretable data. Because suppose in this record, one of the record is of my student, like let us say Pawan data is there. I know all the things about Pawan, and I can compare regarding Pawan and with this data. Data entry, anything is wrong, because I know Pawan's all the data, like that. I should try to find something which is relatable, something which is interpretable in the data set. If I don't have it, I can put synthetically that also. That's a good idea again. Then next thing you have to do is summary statistics. Every time to my students of data science, what I tell them, the moment I say summary statistics, this is one of the part of exploratory data analytics. The moment I say summary statistics, what that indicates, it gives the data related to what is the minimum value, what is the maximum value, what is the first quartile, what is the third quartile, what is the median, or what is the mean, or what is the mode. That kind of information is there. You can see here a table for this. This is my data set, right? This data set is giving information about what people. It is giving information about people. People's what information is it? What is the height of this person? Whether he is a man or a woman. What is his age? What is his weight? What is his arm length? What is his leg length? What is his waist? What is his arm circumference? All those information I can find here, right? All those information I can find here. So you can see here a table which is called as a 2 keys 5 number summary statistics, which is giving the minimum value first quartile, median value, third quartile and maximum value. Third quartile and the maximum value. I can relate this, for example, age. Let us say age 241 is the minimum value and maximum value is 959. So say for example here age is there. I'll be just checking which is the minimum value, which is the maximum value. Then what is the median, what is the first quartile, what is the third quartile, that kind of information. So by looking at this also I may derive some new information. Say for example, the median value for age, the median value for age is 584. The median value for age is 584. Okay, so which is in months, Similarly, I can check that the arm length and the leg length, are nearly similar. Say for example, here also 35.7 is there, 35.5 is there, 38.4 is there, 37.4 is there, 41 is there, 39. So much difference is not there between leg length and the arm length, but there is a variability in the leg length. Say for example, we have 23.7, we have 35.7, we have 41, we have 55. Variation is more there in the leg length than in the arm length. That's why people say na, long legged or short legged. They will not say long arm or short arm. Okay, so like that. Then there may be some pairwise correlation also by looking at the data. Say for example, if I put height and age, there is a negative correlation. What is the meaning of negative correlation, or what is the meaning of a positive correlation? The meaning of negative correlation here is, as the age increases, the height will be decreasing, like that. Because as people get old, they may get shrink or they may get bent down like that. So that may be the reason. Okay, but you can see there is a correlation, positive correlation between weight and waist size. Say for example, this is a health related issue, right? As the weight increases, the waist size also increases, like that. So by taking summary statistics, by finding pairwise correlations, by drawing these kinds of table, Tukey's 5-number summary, so basically you are performing exploratory data analysis to understand more about the data. Similarly, you can have class breakdowns also. For gender, what will be there, for location, what will be there. Say for example, for similar gender, the correlations were similar, but there were subtle differences. For example, for men, the height and weight is stronger for men than women. There may be plots of distributions, okay, which will be specifying about patterns, outliers. Is there a need for cleaning? Is there a need for transformation? Is the data bell-shaped, kind of thing? Similarly, we are speaking about summary statistics. When we spoke about summary statistics, we spoke about what? We spoke about this Tukey's 5-number statistics, which gives the minimum value, maximum value, first quartile, third quartile, maybe the median or the mode or the mean kind of value. So similarly, you have something called as Anscombe's quartet. Okay. So you have here this two-dimensional data sets are there, and for every data set there are 11 points. But what is interesting is, for all of them, you are finding mean is same, variance is same, correlation is same. But when you look at their plots, they look different. So two different stories are being told. So that also needs to be understood. So what basically we are saying is, through visualizations, we are trying to understand the similarities, we are trying to understand the differences. Next is, what are the tools I should use for visualization? Suppose I want to do exploratory data analysis. I can use Python libraries, I can use R programming, or I can use Mathematica. Suppose I want to do some presentation of charts. I can make use of Excel, or I can use Matplotlib or GNU plot library. Okay, R also has very good data visualization, suppose. But suppose I want some interactive visualizations. I can make use of dashboards, for example, sales or stock market or OTT platforms, like that. There you can make use of Python or Tableau or any other tool, Okay, so this was a short discussion on the topic data visualization. This was a short discussion on the topic data visualization. Hope you will like it. Thank you so much.